How many of you have been touched by cancer, whether it is a family member, a friend, a spouse, or maybe even yourself? Many people have been unfortunate enough to be affected by cancer in one way or another. I have been touched twice myself. Lucky me. In March of 2008, I received the shocking and terrifying news that I had stage 3 breast cancer. Upon hearing the doctors say the words no one ever wants to hear, the only thought I had was how would I ever have enough time to deal with this? After recently being remarried on July 7th, 2007, 777 Vegas, baby! I was dealing with the everyday tasks and challenges that come with taking care of 3 teenagers, as I am sure everyone here can imagine. Considering all of this, I decided to go ahead and get everything done as fast as possible. I didn't want my kids to see me sick and weak. 23 hours in the hospital after bilateral mastectomy with immediate reconstruction. However, it didn't feel like this was really my life. It felt as though all of this was happening to somebody else and I was just observing. I just wanted my life to go back to normal. I knew one thing for certain. I was not going to carry these drains to my daughter's upcoming graduation. They wouldn't have matched my outfit. Eventually, life went back to normal. Fast forward 3 years to July 2011. I found a lump in my neck. I am once again hearing the doctor tell me that I have cancer, but this time was different. The cancer had metastasized and they were unable to get clean margins. The surgeon then told me I was stage 4 and that I was not a candidate for chemo or radiation. That is when I assumed it was the end of the road for me, as if telling my kids I had cancer the first time wasn't hard enough. This time I had to prepare them for the idea that I may not be there to see them grow up, to graduate college, and to get married and have children of their own. Luckily, Jason, being the analytical person that he is, thank God, was determined that this was not the end. There had to be something we could do. After talking to my oncologist, she said there is a very small chance, but you will have to fight with everything you have. Can you do that? 16 weeks of chemo followed by 25 rounds of radiation. On the last day of my chemo treatments, I met a woman named Teresa. She had just begun her treatments, and I noticed she was there all by herself. This absolutely broke my heart. No one should ever have to go through this alone. I told her that even though my treatments are done, I would come support her throughout her treatments. Naturally, we bonded and became extremely close friends. Cancer sisters, you might say. I met other cancer sisters while attending Teresa's treatment. And I continued going back for 2 years. Initially, I thought I was doing this for me, somehow continuing to fight my cancer even though my chemo was finished. However, I never realized how big of an impact I would have on others going through similar experiences. Little did I know, but I had become a beacon of hope for these women. They saw me go through chemo, radiation, and they saw my hair begin to grow back. By talking about and sharing my own cancer journey with them, they were able to see a light at the end of a dark, lonely tunnel. In April of 2015, my cancer sisters and I came across Hope Held by a Horse, a free program offered to breast cancer survivors. It seemed like a fun idea, so I decided to go for them, not for me. I had never even heard of equine therapy before, and I had barely any experience with horses. When the event started, each participant was paired with a coach. In the arena with us was a massive horse. The horse was not haltered. She could be wherever she wanted. Horses are very intuitive and can sense heartbeats from 60 feet away. When the lead facilitator told the participants to close their eyes and focus on ourselves, I immediately began weeping. I was so focused on other people that I didn't even realize how much this whole process affected me. As I was crying, the horse came to me from across the arena, lowered her head, and gently pressed her nose into my chest. This was a sign of honor and support from the horse. I felt safe and sturdy with her by my side. I felt a sense of calmness, and most importantly, I felt at peace. It almost felt like the horse was a vessel for me to store all of my pain. The horse would process all of these emotions, and she would let them all go for me. I finally realized that I had survived cancer twice, and that was a miracle in and of itself. Jason noticed something new in me. He saw a sparkle back in my eye and a newfound passion for life. Naturally, I did what any normal person would do. I started training for a triathlon. I completed my first triathlon that following August. Jason even bought me my first horse after seeing how much they helped me, and he didn't stop at one. I now have 5 extremely large draft horses. Go big or go home, right? Breast cancer takes so much from a person. It rips away your confidence, it changes your appearance and your strength, and it leaves you feeling lonely and doubtful. Hope held by a horse gave me back my spirit, my joy for life, and my humor. Like the horses, I now strive to live every moment in the present and with intention. I even decided to become an equine gestalt coach myself, and I now run this amazing organization. I believe 100% I am where I am supposed to be doing what I love. Hope Held by a Horse has helped more than 350 women regain control of their lives. It helped them feel empowered and strong, and it allowed them to view themselves as more than their cancer. I know I would not be the woman I am today if it wasn't for Hope Held by a Horse and the magical and enlightening experiences I had there.
I fall down, scrape a knee, let out tears, not because I'm weak. Hold deep the pain so I can breathe. Get back up and be a girl like me. I keep close every little scar. Tuck away those deadly dangers to my heart. I get to know them all intimately. That's the fate of the world for girls like me. I'm a warrior, I'm a champion. Even if you break me down, you can size me up, but there's so much more to me. I'm fearless and valiant, a soldier of the here and now. And there's one of me as far as the eye can see. No, I won't back down. No, there's no surrender. I left home, stood on my own, found my courage, it became my throne. I broke the rules when I would not retreat. I lit a fire that burns inside of me. I'm a warrior, I'm a champion. Even if you break me down, you can size me up, but there's so much more to me. I'm fearless soldier of the here and now, and there's one of me as far as the eye can see. Yes, we are warriors and champions. You won't tear us down. We found our hearts, it's all we need. Fearless and valiant, soldiers of the here and now, and there's one of us as far as the eye can see. We all know how to sleep, broke the rules, we would not retreat, held deep the pain so we could breathe. We lit a fire for girls like me. There's no surrender for girls like me. We lit a fire for girls like me.
Hope Held by a Horse is a program in which you will have the opportunity to experience the magic of horses and their natural ability to help us heal. Experience a greater awareness and mindfulness through a process of transformation that explores your thoughts and feelings in a non-threatening and supportive environment. Participating in experiential learning activities with horses can facilitate learning about energy, intuition, and becoming more deeply aware of your physical body, emotions, and breath. Heal your heart and mind by gaining a more meaningful connection to the world around you. Our mission is to provide emotional support to cancer survivors at any stage of diagnosis through equine-assisted therapy. Hope Held by a Horse gives individuals the opportunity to reclaim a part of themselves that has been lost or diminished through the challenges of cancer. Our goal is to provide a place in which you can address fears and express emotional pain. The spiritual connection with the horses helps you feel supported, centered, empowered, and able to continue on and thrive. Hope Held by a Horse recently expanded to help people with